I am ready for you guys.
All right, let's start with Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Tyreek, it seems like whenever anything big happens in the NFL, like one of these popular plays, for example, DK Metcalf the other night with the speed, it's always, well, what does Tyreek think? We got to set up a race with Tyreek. What do you make of the idea that whenever there's some kind of speed play, you're the first person that NFL Twitter and such thinks about?
I'm the cheetah, baby. What you mean? Of course they go, hey, of course they gonna come to the head, dog. I'm the cheetah, baby. But back to the DK Metcalf play. That was a real nice play. But unfortunately for me, I would never be able to like showcase that because Patrick, he never throws interception. So there you have it.
We'll go to Sam McDowell next. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Tyreek. We've asked Patrick a lot about the way defenses are playing you guys and how he's had to change just his mental approach to that.
Right.
With you personally, how have you just had to adjust and maybe accept the fact that some of the plays that were there the past couple of years just aren't open this year?
You know what? Football is a game of chess. You know what? So I feel like if we continue doing what we're doing, which is nickel and diamond all the way down the field, teams will begin to, come up, play more man. And it just takes time, We just got to be patient, I mean, everyone knows us for, like, the big play, and I want to make the big play. Pat wants to make the big play. Everyone wants the big play, but we just got to play chess, Our run game is looking amazing, so that could help. So I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Tyreek. I want to build off of Sam's question. Because teams have played so back to try to eliminate the deep pass,
right?
What would be your argument to say that this is still your best season comparable to what you've done the previous 4 years?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm more mature on the field now. Where I mean, I wouldn't say I'm complete, but I mean the game has slowed down tremendously for me. So. When I first came into the league, I was just happy to be in the league. I mean, you guys know this, so I wanted to make the big play, but now it's about running the slants, running the hitches, running a ZN, coming back to the ball, catching it with my hands and getting upfield. So I feel like I'm more mature in my game. So
Go next to Matt Derrick.
Hey, Ty, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Hey, I'm curious about when you're watching film and you're watching the guys that line up against you, what is it you're looking for? What is it that you see and you can take that helps you in the game?
So
I got a follow-up, Brad.
So when I'm watching film against opposing corners, I look for what hands do they jam with? Do they jam? Do they mirror? Do they break on balls well? Do they tackle well? I mean, things like that, because most teams, they don't press us. So, I mean, right now I'm just looking at, let's say the Jets, they run like a lot of cover too. So is this corner going to push me outside? Is he going to feather me inside? So just things like that. And for the safeties, I try to look at, is the safeties physical? Do they want to tackle? Can they cover? Just things along that,
Like we've got 3 left. We'll go right down the line. Todd, Sarin, and Darren. Go ahead, Todd.
I got a couple things here. First, Tyreek, at Lee Summit North, you'd been volunteering with. They had to shut the football season down. When's the last time you were around those kids? Was that mostly a summer thing, or just were you? I know you guys get tested every day, but there were some folks who were a little bit scared since they had to shut it down. You might have been near some of those guys. And I have a follow-up, Brad.
Oh, right. So so believe this or not, I was going during the summer. I went to a few games this year, but I haven't been to the last 2 games. You know what? But I still talk to the guys. I still watch the film and I still FaceTime them and we still do our little group meeting thing, So I'm still in contact with the guys. I mean, I'm kind of sad that, the season ended the way that it ended, but, I was talking to a corner last night. I was like, look, man, at least you got to play football. I mean, I feel like some schools aren't even playing football, so just be thankful you got a chance to play ball. So.
And follow up just on you guys. You guys are playing a team that hadn't won a game yet, right? And everyone thinks you're going to win by a bunch. What danger is there of overlooking these guys?
I mean, I feel like the Jets are a good team, you know, and a lot of people, like they just look at records and say, oh, they're what 0-7, and say, oh, they're a bad team. But if you look at this team closely, like they got some pretty good players, they got a real good coach on both sides, special teams, and we just looking forward to the challenge. Like each and every week, you know, we don't look at records. We just go out, game plan, and we do what we do as a Chiefs team. You know, like we feel like everybody is the same. You know, like every game is our Super Bowl. So that's gonna be our thought. That's gonna be our approach, and that's just how we gonna roll it, man. Yeah, like they're in the NFL for a reason. The Jets is an NFL team for a reason. They good.
Matt, I think you had a follow-up. I'm sorry I muted you. Go ahead, Matt.
No problem. I appreciate that. Yeah, Ty, following up on just watching film, I'm just curious also, how much do you get to watch film with Patrick and, you know, see how he kind of tackles it and what he sees in film?
Well, we have those moments, you know, every day. Well, I wouldn't say every day, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. Those are the times that offense installs plays. So we watch film, you know, and we just get together, and Pat just tells us what he wants us to do, what he's thinking, and then that's when we share our opinions about things. So we have plenty of time to do things like that.
Last two, Sarin and then Darren. Go ahead, Sarin.
Tyreek, you said something interesting there a minute ago. One of the things you said was, you know, when I first got here, I was just happy to be here. You guys know that, right? Like we've been through this journey with you, right? And you talked about you also mentioned maturing as a player on the field, but having watched you, right, during your whole time here in Kansas City, you matured tremendously off the field as well, right? And we
Right.
all know you've been through a lot of different things, right?
Right.
And amazingly had to have it played out on a public scene, which is not
Right.
easy.
Right.
How much has all of that, everything that you've been through, maybe matured you as a man and as an individual off the field? And is that maybe what drove you and helped the maturity on the football field? That it was you off the field and that maturation process that's maybe made you a better football player?
Oh, well, I mean, I was just kind of raised different, man. Like my mom says, you know, everything. Well, first of all, mental health is real. I just had a kid from my hometown. I mean, from K-State. I don't know if y'all heard about that. He killed himself. R.I.P. to him, man. So, I don't know. I just feel like my life, man, it's just. I don't know. Everything happens for a reason, and like you said, you know that like helped me. You know, it like fueled me to like get to where I am now. And like I'm passionate about the things that are around me, which is my kids, my family, and football. You know, so I don't know. I'm just excited, you know, just to be able to play football and just take care of my family. And that's it, man. That's all I know. Kids, family, and football. That's my life right there. So I'm sorry that I had to be on a national scale, just the way things are. But
Go last to Darren Smith. Go ahead, Darren.
Hey, Tyreek, hope all is well with you. His name was Derek Newton. I know you know him from K-State. Obviously, probably won't have a chance to talk to you before Tuesday, but Tuesday being election day, have you voted? And then also, you know, have you and Patrick, some of the team, decided what you all are going to do election day, if you're going to, you know, maybe provide food to, you know, workers at different poll places or voters while they're still down the line, if there's long lines? Have you all thought about what you all are going to do as a team, individuals, or as an organization, what you're going to do on election day?
As far as that part, I have no idea yet, but I'm sure, you know, being the great players that we got here, the great organization that we got here, there will be a plan for that. And yes, I have voted. And I feel like, I mean, everyone should use their, you know, use their vote, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's important. You know, like, I mean, I know 2 years ago, well, the last president election, I didn't take it serious, like, and a lot of my friends didn't. So I've been like encouraging a lot of people, you know, to like take this thing serious. Like if we really want change, if we really want to see things done differently, you know, we got to take this serious. And that's everywhere. So, yeah.
Tyreek, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.